like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trying hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday where we talk that music talk, and y'all already know what went down today. I was live earlier for that live cop for the Air Jordan 5 Reimagined. So if you did get any W's, man, I did put a survey up in the post section, which I don't know, ironically, off mode, but on mode. That used to be called the community tab in YouTube, and I don't know when and or if it switched to post, and it's probably been a minute, and I kind of noticed it, but didn't notice it, but this is the first time it really just stuck out to me, but I guess because I haven't used the community tab / post tab in like months, right? Okay, probably since December, if I'm gonna keep it 100. So that's probably why I didn't really notice it, and I think it probably had changed back then. And I'm sure YouTube sent us out an email, this, that, and the third, and that, all that. But like, I'm gonna be honest, I get hit with a lot of emails from being a part of the YouTube program, right? Okay, so I would just leave it at that. So in the post section, I will be sharing my survey in a little bit. But of course, we're talking sneaker talk tonight, man. Definitely smash that like button, sub to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know I'm Jeremy Jones. And then I'm also sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. Or of course, we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section. You know what's going down tomorrow on Sunday. Whether you are probably a sports fan or not, you can't not know that tomorrow is gonna be the Super Bowl, no matter how you slice it and dice it, right? Okay, so definitely probably gonna be very active over there tomorrow as I get ready to watch the game. I don't plan on really going anywhere for real, because that's why I was out and about making my last moves. Like tomorrow, like I got one move in mind, and I'm gonna leave it there, and I ain't gonna put it out there. But just know that it's preparation for the games, right? Okay, just watching the game, that's all. So pretty much Friday will be very, very interesting. I did create an event tab in the Sold Out Discord, so towards the end of the live, if you guys do want to get active and come on, I'll open that joint up, and then you know it's a little finicky, but we always usually get it right. So y'all just bear patient. I ain't gonna bring that joint probably up to like the end part of the live. So without further ado, tonight's topic. I found an article on 200K fake sneakers were seized, and this is the gimme part, right? This is the gimmick. Homie that was selling the shoes didn't even know they were fake sneakers allegedly, right? Okay, I'm gonna start with that one, of course, and then we got Trump tariffs could mean higher shoe prices, right? Okay, so whether we have to really talk about politics or not, that's not the goal here, but we do have to talk about how it affects us as a sneaker community. Okay, so I'm not picking sides. I'm saying who's the best guy, and that's not what this is about. So we're gonna touch on that, and then look like Kid Foot Locker, pretty much they got a new updated model store, standalone store at that, which I think that's kind of been like one of the first. So we'll cover that article, and then I got a small update on pretty much StockX and Nike. So I'll save that probably towards the end of the live since it's very, very short. I mean, it's just a smidget update. So we'll close out with that. And of course, we'll invite some people to the stage that want to come on to the live, man. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content so far. Definitely smash the like button. Don't forget that. And of course, let me see what we got in the building in the chat, and then we'll get this party started. Like I said, we're starting with that $200 1,000 or 200K, same difference, of fake sneakers that the guy didn't even know was stolen. So let's see what we got in the chat real quick, and then we'll get the party started. We got Kwame in the building, says, yo, what up, Kwame? Says you're chilling off work tonight. That's what's up. Getting to the bag. Let's see, we got Divine Photos in the building, says, what's good? What up, Divine? And Kwame saying what up to Divine as well. What up, man? So let me go ahead and get in this joint. Looks like we got Slayer, says, what's up, Sneaker Squad? What up, Slayer? What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out, man. But let me start with the survey real quick before we even go too far. So let me pull that up in the post section. I haven't even looked at the numbers. I did respond to some comments, but I didn't respond to a lot. But looked like we did get 325 votes. So give me like 2 seconds. I'm going to share my screen. Boom, you guys should be seeing my screen right here. Pretty much is a survey I did earlier because, I was live. So I created this on the fly. So not the best written English, but you guys get what I'm saying. I'm going to read how I wrote it, but that's not how I meant it, but I think y'all know what I meant. I was like, did you catch Air Jordan 5 Reimagined? I forgot to put the W. Did you catch the W? Did you catch the W on the Air Jordan 5 Reimagined? I ain't gonna hold you. When I was also super excited when I wrote this, but I also looked at and I said, this looks funny. And I read it back to myself and it sounded right. But also, I look back and I'm like, it still doesn't look right. Oh, well, send it. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I just went on and did the joint. And ironically, it won't let me edit it, right? Okay, I know what y'all saying. Just edit it and fix it. I don't think, right? I'm almost not on my phone anyway. So the only option I got right here is to delete the joint. You guys are literally seeing my actions right here. I can delete it and remake it, but F it. Y'all get the point. You know what I'm saying? But pretty much, let's just go through. I put yes, no, and still pending because if you tried on sneakers this morning, looks like we got a new subscriber in the building, James Gresfee. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. My bad, homie. Appreciate the subscription. Really means a lot to the kid, man. Y'all definitely smash that like button. Sub up too, man, if you haven't done so already. But yeah, if you were trying on sneakers this morning, it was definitely a tough cop. I feel like a lot of us was, and even myself, I took that L and then had to end up catching that W from DTLR because, to be honest, I think a lot of people had forgot about DTLR because usually DTLR does like a raffling system. So a lot of people probably just thought about that and left it alone. But I think they still do first come, first serve, like online. But no, well, obviously you can quote me because it did happen. So that was actually pretty cool. But it looks like 42% said they got the W and about 50% said no. They didn't get the W at all. So like I said, tough cop, bro. I was almost a part of that 50. I could have made it 51. And then it says 8% was still pending, meaning they just sat a long time and probably still caught the W. So, I mean, they either most likely didn't catch the W. So it could easily saying like 58% didn't get them versus 42%, which not bad numbers though, because I've seen them look a whole lot worse. I mean, a lot of people took L's, but a lot of people got W's. And my thing is this, and I seen Divine earlier, he was out putting in the footwork while trying on his phone from what it seems like while watching the live. Now, I thought I was multitasking. That's multitasking. But either way, what I was trying to get at is if you wanted them, I feel like with a little bit of footwork, you know what I'm saying, you could cop them. So these just required some footwork. Now, I can't say the same about the 85s, the Jordan 1 85s, because that's going to be interesting. But these right here definitely was just some footwork and some patience. And you just had to be active when the time dropped. I mean, I didn't get out and about, but I basically hustled and bustled online. You guys saw it. I had a plan and stuck to it, and it just kind of went with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up on that one, man. So appreciate that. And I seen we got some comments on there. I did my very best to respond to those guys. But let's go and start with the first article for tonight. 200K in fake sneakers seized from store. Owner says he didn't know they were counterfeit. And I'm going to put that in quotations. This is what the article says. I have my thoughts, but kind of ironic that homie didn't know this. Now, this article is from February 6th, right? Okay, so pretty much 2 days ago. So, yeah, very interesting. So, I didn't see this on Thursday. So, I believe that's what the 6th was, but don't quote me on that. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Devon says, heard there were fights for those Jordan 5s. Oh, my God. We still fighting in 2025 over sneakers, bro? I've never, ever, wanted to fight somebody. If you got there before me and you didn't do no shady stuff, then it's yours, But I have seen it where what I don't like, this is what annoys me, if somebody holding the line for the homie and then the homie show up and then they tag. I don't like that. That's fair, but it's not fair because one of them have to leave. Or my personal favorite, I've seen it, right? The last line I stood in, dog, and this is where I'm assuming where the fights break out, because I've seen it where the homie there and then he pull up 15, 20 minutes later, talking to the homie and staying right there like he in that same spot as him. And it's like, nah, I didn't see you here. But then what are you going to do? Because now it's most likely 2 against 1, but a fight's going to break out. Because they're like, nah, he need to get back. He can hang out, but he better not be copping. In my head, you can't cop because you wasn't here. But when the people come out the line, he'll be like, yeah, I was with him, right here with him. He holding my spot, this, that, third. You're not going to win it because they're going to go in there, and the most likely that person ain't got the guts to make that person go to the end of the line, or guess what? They most likely didn't see it, so they can't prove what that person's saying either. And not trying to defend the fighting, but let's just say I have an idea as to why it happens, right? Okay? Being in those lines is not fun, dog. And I don't know. I prefer the raffling system to a certain extent, but at the same time, a lot of shady stuff goes on with the raffles and the numbers too, Let me hit the chat again real quick. Let's see. Devon says, what up, Kwame? Kwame says, chilling. Surprised the fives went like that this AM. Yeah, I think we all were I think the wake up sign low key was yesterday, right? When everybody was expecting that easy Foot Locker dub, you know what I'm saying? I know I was. I'll speak for myself. I'm like, I'll just get it. This was my plan this week, right? Cool. Catch a W on Friday. Go hit a mall vlog. And then about 1, 2 o'clock, or even if y'all would have gave me a little extension on the time, I would have just literally just went and hit a mall vlog and then put that joint out versus going live. But, see how the tables turn real quickly sometimes in the sneak community when we get closer to these drops. So again, you just never know what shoe's really gonna, a lot of people say they can predict it, but to be honest, it's still the luck of draw if you ask me too. It's still a little bit of luck that's involved because I can honestly say I did not predict that one. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was going to be easy cop. And that's where I'm going to leave it at with that one. Let's see. Slayer says, only thing I copped was Z's, LOL. I ain't gonna lie. After I got through with the live, I ran my errands. I came back. I had some food. And when I tell you, I passed out, bro. I passed out. So I'm fresh up, man. So if y'all see me way better than this morning, if you watch the beginning of the morning live, y'all could tell I was hurting, dog. I had the coffee and everything, but y'all could tell whenever it was time to get, awoke, that coffee had kicked in. But yeah, it was tough, man. But, I got a little something else other than that coffee now, you know what I'm saying? But we going to make it through the live, though. I'm chilling. Where we at? Devon says, only reason people went after the fives is because the 85 highs were a hard cop. It may be some truth for that. But we got them again coming, Thursday? But that was that my year drop. I'm hoping they do a better system somehow with the remaining stores. You know what I'm saying? If I'm thinking that's how it's going to go down. Where we at? Let's see. Top Shelf says shorts were fired at, shots were fired. Oh, I said shorts. Man, what's wrong with me? Shots were fired at Hibbett Sports. The video is all over Twitter. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. I'm probably going to cover that next live then. I'm going to let that story brew. Holy crap, bro. That is not, dude, this is my thing. Like I said, I gave y'all a scenario of probably what goes down on those lines. And it will frustrate you. You know what I'm saying? It will. Even myself, I ain't never threw no hands on no sneakers, but I mean, like, I can see how one thing could lead to another. Not defending anybody, but I can see both sides. Devon says, when those Black Cat 4s come out, the Black Friday, expect madness. It all depends for me what they got on the back. I know we seeing the Nike check, but I want to see the official, you know what I'm saying? I want to see the official. If they got the Nike check on them, I'll be a problem. They're going to be a problem. And Kwame says, I like 5s. Figured these would be easy, maybe even on sale like most 5s hit. Nah, these ain't hitting no outlets, baby. I know what you're saying. You thought that. Hell, to be honest, Kwame, I thought you would have been onto something right there. But yeah, that was a nice wake up yesterday. Where we at real quick? Let's see. Devon says, read that one. Kwame says, read that one. Devon says, I heard about that and the police said it was a false alarm. Oh, okay. Okay, so false alarm. Okay, cool. No wonder why I didn't really see it like going crazy over my feed. You know what I'm saying? That's a good that it's a false alarm though. That's good. That's a good, because one thing is fighting over sneakers. We definitely don't need some shootings. You know what I'm saying? Looks like we got Darren Filton in the building. Says, yo, what up? What up? What up? And let's see, Kwame says, these sold quick. I thought they might set for at least an hour. Nah, baby. We was active out there today, man. They was active. You know what I'm saying? But it brings back to what Divine is saying, not the like go like too in depth in this, but people, it's that fear of missing out that we were talking about in the Discord, that basically people could, the 85s is looking like one of the toughest cops with, you know, it already being limited only at certain stores. And you see how they made people do first come, first serve. They don't know what the other stores are going to do just yet. Probably, we're going to probably find that out probably at the beginning of the week, probably like Monday or Tuesday if they're supposed to drop Thursday. Most likely by Tuesday, somebody on all the stores that'll be selling them, I have some little update on their like website or on their end social medias, right? We'll find it. And then we'll probably share it with each other for sure. But again, I hope they got a better system than just first come, first serve, because they should learn from that. You know, fights, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents, right? And I'm going to just leave it right there. And I'm about to get onto this article. I can already tell by looking at the images, this looks like a resale shop. So homie's claiming he didn't know they were counterfeit. Where we at real quick, Kwame says, if people went this wild for 5s, I don't know how the Galaxy phone. Oh, don't make me think of it. Last time when they dropped, right? What was it, 2011? They went crazy then. That's going to be a tough one too, but we're going to see. But let me get on this article real quick, and then we will keep it moving here. $200K in fake sneakers seized from store owner says he didn't know they were counterfeit. He says he was trying to do the right thing, and this is in quotes, right? And purchased the wrong things, police said. Interesting. So apparently this isn't like a break-in. This is where the cops came in and shut down the store from what it appears to be. I'm going to read through the article to read a little bit more in depth. It says counterfeit Nike Air Jordans and Adidas sneakers on display at Family Sneaker Houston house in Milford, Manassas. I'm assuming that's what that is. Milford police right there. It says over 1,200 allegedly counterfeit items valued at roughly $200K were seized from a Massachusetts sneaker store in December, and now the store owner is offering refunds to customers after telling police he didn't know the products were fake. The store in question is Family Sneaker House in Milford, Massachusetts business, which local police say was selling counterfeit sneakers, clothing, and accessories. Police say they began investigating Family Sneaker House last year after receiving tips from customers who believe they purchased may be inauthentic. So y'all went straight to the police. I'm assuming how that went, because it's technically legal to sell. It happens all the time, but you're not supposed to sell a counterfeit item, you know. But it happens all the time. But what happened is homies probably tried to work with him. He probably was on like, hey, all sales final. You ain't getting no money. Or he offered, how many stores they offer where they don't give you a refund, but you'll get credit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's GOAT credit. Like, okay, we'll give you $100, $200 store credit. Yeah, that's cool. But if all your stuff is $300 and up, which that's usually how the resale game go, hell, I'm still got to come out of pocket. Well, you already came out of pocket a little bit, but you're going to give you this. Because they always do that restocking fee too. Because, like, put it this way. They don't, most places, unless you're like doing like maybe goat them, will give you the credit of what you paid for it. But most of them store credit things, they gonna charge you what they call like a restocking fee, which is like 20, 25. Like, they are in it to win it. I'll put it like that. Y'all get what I'm saying? I ain't want to go in depth, but they're in it to win it for sure. But it says they purchased some shoes and they thought the items were counterfeit. They were correct. Lieutenant Kevin O. Laharan or Lulin, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, told Milford Daily News. Says Milford police then contacted the footwear companies whose product was represented and worked with the local consulting firm to identify which items were fake. The investigation then revealed 895 Air Jordan sneakers. Okay, wow. So 895 pairs, right? And they didn't put this, but I'm assuming that's what it is. 895 Air Jordan sneakers, 89 Yeezy sneakers, 48 Adidas sneakers, and 9 Puma shoes, and Nike and Adidas backpacks, all which were determined to be counterfeit. How the hell, homie, is getting fake Pumas? I didn't even know they make fake. I'm not surprised, but I didn't even know they make fake Pumas. Why would you even sell a fake Puma? You know what I mean? That one seems like you had no reason to do so, but I can answer that question most likely, right? And I'm not saying this is what this homie's doing. I'm just reading off the article. But I'm assuming, I'm just speaking in general now, if somebody wants to sell, like, if even though, let's say you can go get, like, some Air Force Ones for retail, but then you can go get some fake ones just like it for $50 and sell them at retail. You know what I'm saying? Where he can make the price. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming, right? I'm assuming if he got all fake stuff and he allegedly didn't know it, he must have, I hope he got one hell of a deal. 895 pairs of fake sneakers? Dog. You know what I'm saying? I hope you got one hell of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Slayer says, we making fake Pumas now. Bro, exactly. I didn't even know they made fake Pumas. I'm so serious. Then it's like Adidas backpacks. He got fake Adidas backpacks. Yeah. This sounds definitely like one of these. It's a local store that was doing probably good, but I mean, to be honest, you got to wonder and ask yourself with some of these major resale stores that are still open that really don't make sense. How are they still staying afloat? I mean, and I'm going to just leave it there. You can input the blank of which stores that you can think of that are still trying to floss like they getting it like that, but you see they letting certain employees go. They ain't got to bring them back because of the whole social media thing. You know, if you know, you know. I ain't going to speak on it too far. If you know a little bit of information in the Discord. But I'm going to sit back and watch that play out too. You know what I'm saying? So, because it's going to be interesting. Because, like, even though the fives were hype, right? We ain't got nothing super, super crazy, like, on the list where we about to go crazy other than those Travis's fragment joints. Those Travis reverse fragments. But everybody already know that's a resale price shoe. You know? So, but we're going to see how that's going to go too. I'm hoping Nike can make some things better. But it says police said if the items were real, the total value seized products would exceed $200,000. So that's if they were real. So they're saying, and we got some images up here, this is not like the real deal Holyfield, but I can look at some of this and tell, like, I don't even think Jordan made this, but if you look at, say, like this Off-White 4 here, y'all see where my mouse is hovering? That doesn't look like what mine looks like. Either that one's been out a little too long, but that's something you would have behind like a gas case and like vanity ramp. You don't let the air, like mine is getting that because I'm going to rock my pair, but that would be suspect to me right there. And then this Air Jordan 4, y'all tell me which one this is. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think I've seen that one. And I know that's the military blue floors, and I know this is the UMC joints. You know what I'm saying? So I see some of the stuff. I can't say that all this is probably fake. I mean, this is my thing, but I'm assuming if they got with the right people, hell, I'm saying all of it's fake. I see some fake stuff for sure. And I know, like, these right here, these should be real. Those, like, silver-toed Jordan 1s for the lady. Like, none of my things, why would you have fake that? I'm not saying they're not fake, but I'm just saying some stuff, it don't make sense where they would even have a fake to begin with. But I'm going to read a little bit more through the article. Devon says, Puma It says, Polo, even Nike employees are shocked they're young dudes like Jordan 5s. Yeah, I guarantee they wasn't anticipating that bigger rush either. Like, damn, we were going to sell them, but not like that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It says, in surprising turn of events, the store owner was not charged and thus has not been identified. Police say that it's because he cooperated with the investigation and is working with the law enforcement to reimburse customers who purchase inauthentic items. So yeah, he basically took a nice little deal. They like no charges if you go ahead and just, cause I will say he said the right thing. He claims he didn't know, right? Okay. And then so now he's like, all right, cool. If they're fake, bring them back. We'll get the money, this, that, and the third. And yeah, I mean, that's basically all this sounds like is he pretty much sold a fake pair to the wrong individual. And it's like, okay, you don't know who you messing with. And they pretty much showed how they were fake, came to the proof, went to the police, and went through the proper. Ain't nobody, the average person not finna do all that. But see, some people who's really diehard deep in the sneakers, they will do all that. And homie saw that there was about to be some charges coming around once they came and investigated that store. And apparently it wasn't just one person, it was multiple people that came to the police from what this article is saying, right? Let's see, Devon says, those Kobe 6s are coming out on the 13th during the week. So these will go under radar with the Bread 85s and Reimagined ones coming out the same week. True. Yeah, we got another hard week, pause, because we do have those Jordan 1, what am I looking for? Those Jordan 1 Reimagined joints, but like the bread toe joints, that's going to be a tough one too, I feel like now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, even though a lot of people already copped them, but a lot of people like me was already just kind of waiting on those. You know what I'm saying? But those are going to be interesting because I do want to add those. I know you already got them, Devon, but I do want to add that to the collection. The Bread 85s, if it's not where, I'm not finna chase a goose egg for it, pause. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna go all over the place for them. Like if the store's got them and it's, I'm not doing all that crazy line stuff. I do want a pair, so. But that's honestly, it's kind of borderline out of sight, out of mind. Even though I am keeping an eye on how they're doing things. You know what I'm saying? Part of me thinks that we may see a drop on sneakers. Don't quote me though. Devon says, instead of copping sneakers, people copping pleat deals. I mean, this was probably in his best interest to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? And the best thing, the store, they identified the store, but they didn't identify the owner. You know what I'm saying? So, it's what it is, but that's what it is too. People tried to work with this guy, probably, I'm assuming. What we have, Devon says, Polo, there's another rumor of the Year 4 coming out this year. I'm not surprised. Top Chef, so those white cement 4s gonna be a problem as well. True. We got a lot of heat. I know a lot. We have been talking about it all last year about heat, but you don't really feel it until you in the gist of things. And those 5s, to be honest, I wasn't really considering on copping them until I finally saw like some updated. That's how it be though. When I got close to release date. Let me get to the rest of this article real quick. It says, he was trying to do the right thing and purchase the wrong things, the police said. It sounds like he fell in with the wrong people and ordered things that he didn't know weren't real. The lieutenant confirmed to the store is once again open for business and is now selling authentic goods. Okay. So he clopped a pre-deal, worked the deal, and now he back on the up and up. Says, while this was not a traditional crime indicatively of our community, it's important to realize these types of operations are not just taking billions away from these big corporations, but more importantly, money out of the wallets of hardworking people. Police officer wrote in a statement. And related sneaker crime news, a Chicago man was charged with the felony theft January after the police recovered over $1 million of stolen Nike and New Balance sneakers from the warehouse that he was subleasing. Now, we did actually cover that article too already. So it says the police is urging affected customers to bring receipts of purchase to the Milford Police Department in order to receive refunds. So they're going through about it, the police, but this is what the store had, but now they're back up. If you look at their shelf, man, it look like they got whatever it takes to get that store open to sell stuff, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do to hustle. So we're gonna transition on to the next topic real quick. Trump's China tariffs could mean higher shoe prices for the critical back-to-school shopping season. Want to touch on this real quick, and then we're going to keep the party going. We'll talk the Foot Locker talk, and then we're going right on schedule, okay? It says the new round of tariffs is set to put added pressure on working families. Shoe prices could see a significant increase by the critical back-to-school season if President Trump's highlighted tariffs on China remain in place, according to the Footwear Distribution and Retailers of America, President of Chief Executive Officer Matt Priest. Man, that was a lot. Says on a call with Foot News on Wednesday, Priest noted that during a FFANY market this week, pricing strategies dominated conversations. I would say that this is a lot of interest in how to cost goods is the environment. So Press said, and a lot of our member companies are in a wait and we see approach on the president may do over the coming days. So pretty much everybody's in there like they're just waiting to see how the president is about to move. It says the footwear leader also noted the retailers are already having these conversations with the vendors to see what their plans are and if they have to push more of a price burden on the consumers. There is a lot of uncertainty in the market priced ads. So this is what he's saying, like, because if the tariff and stuff stick, then a lot of our goods are going to go, they're going to get the companies that we buy from, like Nike and them, is what this is saying, right? Meaning if Nike got to pay more to get their stuff over here because of what's going on with that and Trump and China, right? Then they could easily, they should be fine. But you know that means that they're most likely going to raise the price on us again, you know? And I don't know about you guys. I can tell the difference from buying sneakers now versus at the price I was when I was in high school. Granted, I didn't have it when I was in high school, but I remember the prices back then. I used to like, man. So it just come with the times, you know? Not supporting it, though, you know what I'm saying? Because I definitely feel it financially as well. Even today, I'm like, yeah, that kind of sting, but I wanted my sneakers, and it is what it is. Let's see where we at real quick. Top Shelf says, facts, same here. It says, as for when the price increases may hit consumers, consumers, Price noted that these could come as soon as back to school. So we may not see them until back to school time, but think about it. That's when a lot of parents go shopping. This is what back to school is, when they got to get their kids ready for school, even if it's just some basic stuff. The basic stuff is going to go up. You know what I'm saying? But that kid going to want that shoe, whatever, the trend is. Everybody kind of is guilty of that from time to time, whether we realize it or not. It says, if you think about orders being placed and the need to bring in more product for back to school, I can envision, that's when the increase may occur. Priest said. It said the other problem is that the tariffs are being added on everywhere from China, so there is a broader concern about the disposable income for working families. Their budgets are already stretched, so that's to add this extra layer is going to cost more for families with less discretionary income when they look to buy things like footwear. So yeah, think about it. And it's going to be footwear, but you buy a lot of other stuff too that comes from that same place other than clothing, but we're going to keep it on that tonight. Says these concern as President Trump's new 10% duties on China-made goods took effect on Tuesday via executive order, which blamed China for its role in America's fentanyl crisis. Come on, dog. I'm going to just leave it there. Reading some of this and then hear it too, because I do watch the news a lot. I have my thoughts. Says China president, I'm not going to even attempt to read his name, but I'm just going to say the China president responded to the measure with their own tariffs, which would see a 10% to 15% duty on the U.S. exports like liquid natural gas, coal, machinery used for farming, and other products. See, and this is the thing. This is just off of other products that we use on a regular basis that we don't even realize that we use. Natural gas, we use that, you can think of several examples. It heats homes, it runs cars, you know what I'm saying? Like, we use a lot of this stuff, like the farming and stuff. A lot of our food that if you want it fresh, it has to be made over here. A lot of stores, grocery stores get their food from local places in the area, that grow this stuff, but if that stuff's gonna go up, think about it. I'll give you a great example, right? Eggs, you know what I'm saying? Prices on eggs are like on another level. So much so, right, that Waffle House is charging an extra 50% plus fees if your meal comes with eggs. So if you like the All-Star, and this is Waffle House is a breakfast spot more southern, right? I barely got one here, but the further south you go, right, the more Waffle Houses you will run into. And I ain't gonna hold you. And Dunks, if he was on the live, he'll vouch for me. Hey, we used to me and Dunks would have a whole night of skateboarding, hanging out, and then before we went to the crib, we would stop by Waffle House and get us, I never forget, he would always get a patty melt, you know what I'm saying? And I used to get the All-Star joint, no cap. So yeah, that meal would have been that. And also, ironically, right, this is the funny part of how they're handling it with the eggs. And I'm gonna get back on the article, off mode, but on mode. So your to-go meal, even if you order it to pick up, right? Your to-go meal, even if you order it to go and you go pick it up yourself, costing them no, and this is where I get that gray area, like where they still be wanting the nerve to have a tip. But the to-go, they're only charging it on they went up on the to-go, it's extra. Like, it's that 50 cents plus like serve fees and charges fees for that. So, yeah. So that same meal, what I'm trying to say is, if you get the All-Star to go, you looking at almost a whole 20 spot, versus if you sit there, you looking at about $13, after taxes. Just saying. That's my example, right? And I'm going to get back to the article. Let me touch the chat. Slayer says, I'm about to trade some Jordans for some eggs. Let's see. Manny says, Yerp. What up, Manny's? What up? Says, should they stick, China tariffs would impact about $20 billion worth of U.S. imports, while Trump's new duties targets $450 billion in China goods. So, yeah, think about it. Trump's going to hit them worst things, and they're going to hit us right back. Says, we bought in about $10 billion in value for footwear from China last year, 10% pre-said in response to these new tariffs earlier in the week. It says, I'm not a musician. No, he's not a mathematician, saying he's not like a math genius, right? But 10% is about $1 billion in additional costs at the border paid by American companies. So that $1 billion has to go somewhere. It got to be absorbed somewhere for companies to be competitive, to continue to have profitability. Yeah, so pretty much either somebody gonna pay for it. It's either gonna be that company or it's gonna be us. And most likely they're gonna raise it up. They'll raise the prices across the board where they see fit to make it where they're not stinging as bad. Let's see. Slayer says, I'm finna take my own Waffle House. I'm finna take my own waffles at Waffle House. Hey, nah, bro. They waffles be hitting though. If you get the right person in there that care a little bit, that do it right, hell, them joints be busting. Especially after a long night like today, man. After I just woke up, and y'all know how I get for these lives, man. So I'm like, man, I'm good. It says the ripple effect will hit hard, particularly for small and medium-sized manufacturers. According to Jay Timmons, president and CEO of National Associations of Manufacturers, added, ultimately, manufacturers will bear the brunt of these tariffs, undermining our ability to sell our products at a competitive price and put American jobs at risk. Concerns for the footwear companies are about the latest round for tariffs already surfacing. It says, according to multiple analysts' notes, Steve Madden is one of the companies that will feel the impact from the China duties. Steve Madden sources over 70% of its products from China, with the goal of reducing the exposure by 40% to 45%. February 3rd, Equality Research noted from the Jefferies stated. It says the company also sources a fair amount of product from Mexico, specifically for their Steve Madden women business. We think the companies will work to lower the exposure in China, but that is uncertain for a future trajectory of an additional tariffs and other companies and other countries of the increasing magnitude in China is a concern and likely to impact 25 members. So the point is, this stuff could easily fall back on all of us somehow in some way, shape, or form. And they're already taxing us enough. Boot Barnes intern chief executive officer John Hazen also expressed his concerns on the new round of tariffs on the company's third quarter earnings, calling the list this week. Instead, the company faces potential risks, particularly with 30% of its orders coming from China and about 25% of the orders coming from Mexico, which could impact leather-soled cowboy boots. But I said, like, this is affecting a lot of people, not just sneakers, but this is stuff that other people buy too that's not into sneakers. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, majority of us aren't trying to walk around this joint barefooted. I hope not. If you're thinking Ye, I know what you're saying. Like the Ye socks, he tried it. But while the tariffs on the Mexican imports are on hold for now, Hazen told analysts last week that the company is testing other countries, but the company is not going to overreact right now. There are great boots made in Mexico, and there's supply chain and efficiencies. We're looking at the terms of how we bring the boots up and how we go about manufacturing them, and then put some pressure on our vendors. Hasn't said this week, with the tariffs move, customers will have to hear some of the burden of the interim CEO note. If there's a significant tariff, we're going to have to work on getting better pricing, some economies of the scale in the supply chain, and perhaps passing some of the price increases onto the customer to maintain our margin. See, that's where it's going to hit us, the little guy. That's what I thought. Says according to FDRA, footwear prices rose a modest 0.7% in 2024, which I remember that because I lived it. From the prior year, the second straight year of the little change. Full year prices were little change across segments, with men's shoes pricing increases 2.0% and women footwear raising about 0.1% in 2024. Children footwear prices slipped a 0.3% last year, only the second year decline in 14 years for the segment of the FDRA noted. So pretty much that's what we got for those as far as like the tariff joints. Just want to give a good update on that. We're making good speed here right at the 15-minute mark. So of how long I'm going to be left on this joint. Foot Locker opens its first standalone kids Foot Locker reimagined store in New York. Yo, they are throwing that word around a little too much. I like the reimagined stuff, but it's being used a little too loosely in my opinion, right? It says the new location is 60% larger than the average kid's Foot Locker. So this is from February 4th. I've been wanting to cover this, and this article is really short, so I should be able to get through right this and then close out with the update on the Nike and StockX situation. And then I'll invite you guys up on the stage if y'all want to chat it up with the kid for a little bit. Where we at real quick, Kwame says, I miss living down south with Waffle House. Yeah, hey, in they 24 hours. So you can go in. It's not like I will say they don't move the same way like it was when I was younger. But when I was younger, it was always a good go-to spot. You know, I loved it. Let's see, and still do if it's run correctly. Says Foot Locker has opened a new store for the younger sneakerheads of New York City, which basically still means the parent sneakerheads. Because I mean, the kiddos are still gotta like think about it. Teenagers shopping in the men's section now, dog. But we gonna keep it moving. So I don't really they kids, but they big kids. Inside the Bay Plaza Shopping Center in the Bronx is the sneaker retail giant's first standalone kids Foot Locker store, reimagined store. It says, which is now open. The company stated that the new store features elements of the Herald store on the 34th Street in New York, which was updated and reopened in August 2024 as a part of the retailer store refresh program. Foot Locker confirmed the store is 60% larger than the average kids Foot Locker, which is selling floor that customers are more than 3,300 square feet of retail space. It is merchandised by brand, size, and age group, according to the company, to simplify the path for discovery and provide a seamless shopping experience for sneakerheads and apparel. So you can get your sneakers and clothes there, basically. It says, inside the store features retailers Kick It Club, which is Foot Locker's described as a company try-on area, which features that are brought down in the height and scale so that they are proportioned for the shoppers, as well as a drop zone that features new and upcoming sneaker releases. There is also a space for Foot Locker called the Omni Hub, which is both dedicated to existing and the order process and allows for sneaker customization with laces, no-tie laces, and other accessories. Okay. That's kind of cool, but you're still going to have people run it. But, I mean, basically all they did, how they're remodeling the new Foot Locker stores where they're going to have all these hubs, they did a kid's Foot Locker version is what I'm getting from that. If you guys are tracking right here. I know sometimes reading it could be like all kind of dull sometime and run together. Says, A basketball wall with signature sneakers from the brand includes Nike, Jordan Brand, Adidas, and more is featured in the store, as well as the active lifestyle wall with shoes from On, Hoka, Saucony. I'm going to say it's Saucony. It's so hard not to say Saucony because that's what we called it growing up, but it's Saucony, right? And other lending running brands. And there is an interactive custom shoe scan in the store, which can be utilized with help for an employee referring to a stripers as a Foot Locker, so kids can get a shoe with the correct fit. So you can get your size, and that's something low key that is awesome. It sounds like they're gonna have a digital foot measurer because if you ever went shopping with a kid or whatever, they usually, if you ask a kid, right, and that's because I got like plenty of nieces, like I got plenty of like cousins, right? I got plenty of cousins. So long story short, if you take one of your kids or your family members, like a kid there, hey, what's your size? They literally hit you with one of these joints. You're like, what size you got on right now? They look at the joint, and kids play so roughly in shoes, they size and most likely have like faded out of that joint. So yeah, that's gonna be helpful, right? I know personally, right? I've seen that time and time again with plenty of families where it's like they don't really know, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, how you don't know? Where we at real quick, Manuel the Kick says, people want J's again, I see. LOL, Nike CEO rubbing his hands like Birdman. I mean, he doing what he gotta do. He's supposed to bring the hype back and look like he's right on, he's starting out strong. He's got a team together and they're doing what they are bringing it back. But who can we blame here? Because, I mean, remember whenever it was like that, everybody had that saying like, yo, if the shoe didn't sell out, they're like bricks. Remember everybody used to do the brick thing. I'm so glad that's kind of like over with. I haven't seen it in a while where people talk, hey, these are bricks. You know what I'm saying? Slayer says, y'all remember Payless? That's where I got my heart. That's where I got my heat in elementary. I remember that joint. I don't see them too much anymore. Even the place when I went back to where I grew up, man, we had one. I remember where it was. It's closed down. It says the store, which is located at 200 Baychester Avenue, is open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. EST to 9 p.m. EST, and Sunday from 11 to 7 EST. When it comes to the brick and mortar presence, Foot Locker has been busy as of late. For instance, with the NBA All-Star 2025 approach, the retailer revealed details of its multi-brand activation late last month. Foot Locker will host a two-story experience at 150 Powell Street in the City Union Square neighborhood during the NBA All-Star Weekend from February 13th through the 16th. That's All-Star Weekend, everybody. And that's pretty much this article. And the last little part right here before we pretty much get everybody up on the screen, I'm making great timing here. I saw this where I think Divine had posted this in the Discord, but right here up on Sneaker and Streetwear Legal Services says new updates on the docket today in the Nike versus StockX case. Says, here we go, Super Mario voice, and you know how he used to say it. Says, all argument on the cross motions for partial summary judgment to dismiss the false advertisement and counterfeit claims will begin on Wednesday, February 26, 2025 in the Southern District, New York. So it looks like, I think, if I had to guess, StockX is the one who wants this joint dismissed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming Nike them is going to have to make a counter offer as to why. And I think even if they do, they're going to do it again. But this is the update right here. And I knew it was just a quick one. But yeah, pretty much they're going to do an argument as to why it should be dismissed. But I don't see the judge dismissing it because, I mean, at the end of the day, how are you going to tell it? And I'm not saying because anything could happen and I don't know, and allegedly in opinionated basis, I don't know anything, but how are you going to tell another company who make the product and produce the product and know where it come from and know what they should, of all people, know what's real and what's not? How are you going to tell them that their product, you're selling their product secondhand and you know that your stuff was real? You know? So again, the fake advertisement and counterfeit claims. Because the thing is, maybe the false advertising made it, and that's how sometimes how negotiations work. They may like, all right, well, we'll drop the false advertising, but this counterfeit claim, it's got to stick, you know? If I had to guess, that's how it's gonna go. Don't quote me on that. Let me put myself back on the main screen, but I'm very curious to see like once we get a real update. But I did want to talk about it just somewhat to close out the live because I'm only gonna be on this joint for like another 5 minutes or so. I am gonna open up the stage real quick if anybody do want to hop in on that joint. Let's see. Divine Photo says the young generation is confusing me. We don't know what they like in terms of shoes. Yeah. This is true. This is true. They're just different. Like you try to take a young buck, like some of my, like case in point, the reason I know this story too, because my uncle had took my cousin sneaker shopping real quick before I opened up the stage. So my uncle had took my cousin sneaker shopping and like, he said you couldn't please the guy. He showed him all type. You know, my uncle is older, but you know, like, I like, you want the J's, this, that, and third. He was like, he didn't know what the hell he wanted. They couldn't please him. He said, thank God they didn't ask my dad to do the joint. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but when I seen him, he was dripped out already. But I was like, man, I wanted to say, like, when I talked to so-and-so, they said that wasn't an easy pickup. You know what I'm saying? Because you was in there shopping, like, you know, no disrespect to the ladies, but, you know, he was discombobulated over everything. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know what he wanted. So you're right, Devon. And I know that for a fact. Let me open up the Discord real quick. I'm going to see if I can get somebody up on the stage real quick. It may be kind of weird and finicky, but give me just 2 seconds. I know you guys can't really see my screen, but I'm going to go up into the Discord, see if I can get the party jumping up on that one. If not, it is what it is, but I'm going to start the stage, and then you guys should see me over there as I start it. And then if hopefully for once, it actually just works the way it's supposed to. But if I see anybody that wants to come in up on the stage, I'll pretty much add you guys up on the stage and we'll see if we can get the party started over there. And it should have sent out a notification to everybody. So hopefully everything is all right and y'all can hear me audio wise, which is, it'd be so weird because it looks like everything be working on my end, but I actually could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see how that goes real quick. And, we'll just keep the party going on that one. So I think we should be good as far as input device is the mic. So audio should be good over there. So if anybody comes in on there for the last second, just let me know. But I am very curious of how this whole I'm very curious how this whole Nike and StockX situation is going, because one thing about legal situations, they are time consuming. Anybody who's ever been through the legal process, it's not a quick process, dog. No matter how much money you got, they go for the hearings, and then you got to go back. There's going to be more hearings. And let me put it this way. The more and more times you have to go back to court, and I'm speaking for myself here, and I'm assuming this is across the board, dog. The more and more times you have to go back to court, you have to pay. You know, the more and more you go, you have to pay. I'm going to just put it like that. The more times you have to go to court, the more times you have to pay. Your attorney's not coming with you for free every time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to just put it there. So a lot of people always ask why people settle this, that, and the third. It financially becomes just easier just to take the deal sometimes, even if you know you didn't do something. You know what I mean? We've seen that time and time again. You know what I'm saying? People just go ahead and get it out the way. Like ASAP Rocky had a deal on the table. He didn't take it. He knows he's innocent. And I'm not saying he is, but I'm just saying, obviously, I'm assuming he's saying he's innocent, and that's why we got the trial of the A$AP Rocky joint. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you he's spending more money that way. But to keep it 100, he, you know, not saying that he ain't got it, but, you know, like Rihanna, you know, they got a nice bag over there, so she not going to let her boo just go without a fight. You know what I mean? If we going to keep it 100, so we already know how that goes. You know what I mean? And I'm going to just leave it at that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, but that's my thing. If you ever have to go to court, it's expensive. So this Nike stuff, you'll just see how it is. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm very curious if there's going to be a deal across the board, because the thing is, this is low key a big deal if you think about it, right? Because reality is, if StockX lose that counterfeit joint, people are already, we use StockX for like the numbers, but a lot of the sneaker community, we're very hesitant on shopping over there with StockX now. I know I am, which I've only bought one item off of StockX, you know, but at the same time, some people still use it. But I mean, like that, if Nike's saying it, the head honcho, where majority of their products are sold over there, it makes people think. you know? And I know other brands are starting to take off like a rocket over there too when they're going through StockX. Like, I know New Balance has stepped up, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact Saucony has stepped up too. But I know majority of their sales are had to be Nike and Jordan brand at one point, you know what I mean? So you got to take that into accountability for things, you know what I'm saying? So very curious how it's gonna go. Cause a thing, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised, and y'all know when I get the full update, I'm gonna go live on it. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see that one of the parts of it get dropped, but the other part don't get dropped. I highly doubt the whole thing is gonna get dismissed. But that's just me. Because you can ask for a dismissal all the time, but you got to have legit reasoning with proof and all that. Unless the judge is just tired and don't care anyway. But most of them, and especially with it being in the public eye like this, they're more probably enticed to care, right? If I had to guess. Also, a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases too while we talk. Just want to make sure I get that in there as well. So give me like 2 seconds real quick. I'll see if we can get a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases too. Give me like 2 seconds because I haven't really looked to see what's dropping this week, but actually next week, I know obviously we do have the Jordan 1 reimagines. Then we have those Bread 1 reimagined. So I'm very curious what else is going to actually drop too. You know what I'm saying? So I know I got some other stuff coming next week as far as like drips or skips, but on the radar, obviously, is going to be those Bread 85s. And then it's going to be those Black Toe reimagines. They're coming this week. So those are the top two from what I get from it. And let's see what else. Galaxies are coming at the end of the month too, if I'm not mistaken, because I seen those loaded up on Sneakers app. That's going to be a tough cop as well, and a tough, expensive cop at that. You know what I'm saying? That one's going to be one where I don't know. We'll just have to handle it as it comes, but I think that's going to be just as hard as pause, but that's just going to be just as tough as a cop as it was for these 85s. And the 85s ain't even done yet. You know what I mean? We still got a second round to go on that one, man. And let me check Sneakers app real quick before I get on up out of this thing, and then we'll wrap things up here for the night. This definitely was a good one, but I'm going to Sneakers app real quick just to do like a little, pick up on this real quick, and then we're gonna wrap things up here as well. Let's see real quick. Let's see. I know the Lucky Shorts is coming too, but we already had that. Let's see. Boom, boom. Just looking next week. I know we do got the Kobe's coming for All-Star Week. We got those Kevin Durant joints coming. Pretty much those may sell out. Those are coming Friday. And of course we got the Black Toe reimagined joints. And then, well, it's not the Black Toe. Well, it is the Black Toe actually. It's the Black Toe reimagined. You know what I'm saying? Because this one don't have the Nike check. It's the one that has the Jordan 1. It has a Jordan Air Jordan on the side, which they were basically contemplating on which ones they were going to do, right? And what I got from that. So, and I know they got like a basketball coming real quick. And then let's see, of course, we have those Lucky Shorts. They're trying to push on those threes. I don't see those moving at all, but don't quote me on any of that. But we shall see. And yeah, man, pretty much I'm right here at 1 hour and 3 minutes. I think pretty much I am going to call it a night for the night though, man, for real. I did have the Discord open, but looks like nobody hopped in. It's all good. No harm, no foul. But I am going to end that joint, and then we're about to wrap things up here, and then pretty much we should be good. Let's see. Kwame says those threes won't move, but they don't look bad. They don't look bad. I think they are a nice beater shoe, if anything, or if you got the kiddos, I feel like this is a good shoe for the kiddos. You know what I'm saying? Like younger generation, like Devon was just saying, they're confusing because they probably won't like them. But I mean, like, to be honest, I'm thinking like probably my childhood, this would be something that I would want. So again, I don't hate them. I don't think they look bad. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's wrap things up here for the night. Appreciate everybody coming through. I'm going to close out the Discord thingy real quick. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm going to end that, disconnect quietly. Or yeah, disconnect, boom. And let's see, disconnect and end. So I'm going to end the joint right here because you can always rebuild it back. But I'm disconnecting that joint. That just ended. you guys should see that. But yeah, we're about to wrap things up here. I've been on the joint for like an hour and 4 minutes, and y'all know that's pretty much my time of what I try to do on these anyway. And I did go live for like an hour and some change earlier today, so the kid been at it, man. So I got more content on the way. Y'all did see that I did cop those Air Jordan 5s at DTLR, so the minute those joints get here, I got a review and on feet coming for you guys as well. That's something y'all should already know. Just hopefully they get here sooner than later, but everything looks good. And other than that, I'll see you guys on Monday with another Music Monday. Definitely got more content on the way. And yeah, man, we'll be ready to go for another one. I don't know if I'll be able to get another live cop off, but we shall see, because we never know how the future holds with the way that it is to cop sneakers now. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously I'm going to try for those black toe reimagines on Foot Locker. We'll see how it goes, and I'll see who else is doing some raffling too. So I'm gonna enter several raffles, man, and some of them I'll just have to like let them stay. You know what I'm saying? We'll just see how it goes. So that's my plan for that one. Different approach now that I see how it's coming this year. Because all I did was enter that Foot Locker raffle for those Jordan 5 reimagines, and was thinking and calling it good. Next time I'm gonna see who else has raffles. Like I'm probably gonna do a DTLR raffle and still do the Foot Locker raffle. And I'm actually going to take my time to actually look into JD Sports and them and see what it takes, because I rarely shop over there because I don't have anything, but maybe time to get something started if this is how the game is going, right? But other than that, man, let's wrap things up here for the night. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love and being active in the chat. That always helps. Definitely smash that like button and sub to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know I'll see you guys again on Music Monday. Definitely smash that like button. Sign up for the Sold Out Discord if you haven't done so already. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys again on Monday, and I am officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can